What's up, guys? So goal for today is to try to get the Subaru down on the ground and running on its own power. This thing's been sitting on the jack stands for way too long. I honestly have other stuff that I have to do. I have to do work on the E46 a little bit, and this car has just been sitting here in the way, blocking my workspace. So I am going to try to get this thing down on the ground today, running on its own power. I picked up a rebuild kit last night for the turbo, so we will be rebuilding the turbo today. I'm also going to bleed all the cooling system, and I think that's going to be one of the last things that this car needs. Like I said, the engine started. I got it to start within the last video. I didn't record it, but I got it to start within the last video. We got a hood scoop for it, so we have a hood scoop for this car as well. We have the intercooler, blow-off valve, and basically everything. We should have everything now to get the car down on the ground and running. Other than coolant, right now this thing just needs the turbo rebuilt, and that's probably right about the last thing that this car needs. It does need a little bit more work on other stuff, but for it to get down on the ground and run, it just needs the turbo rebuild and coolant bled. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get to work. We have quite a bit that we have to do this thing today. I'm not sure how long the day is gonna last, so let's get to it. This freaking intake to the turbo is so hard to get in. I do not want to do that again. I probably should have just ordered a new one, so I only had to do that once. Now I have to do it again because, like I said, this is ripping. If we have a vacuum leak, I think I know where it's going to be from, and it's going to be from that thing. I hope we don't have a bad vacuum leak. I hope the car idles and runs fine, but if it does, I knew where it's going to be. We're going to get started on the turbo. I don't really know how to take this thing apart. I might have to look up a video once I get halfway into it, but I'm going to do my best to take it apart and get it rebuilt. Here's the kit we'll be using. Should have everything. Should be a brand new kit. So let's go ahead, start getting into that turbo, and we'll see how well this goes. Alright, our turbo is all disassembled and clean now, so now we can start assembling again. I think we'll actually have a good working turbo now. It seemed like it was really dirty, so I think now after so much cleaning, I'm gonna clean this a little bit more and probably this here, but I think after all the cleaning, it should work a lot better than what it was. So I decided to clean the compressor housing wheel. It looks basically new now. I did that because I know that when it comes to these things, any resistance at all will blow down the spool. So I thought I'd clean that up and make sure that it spins as free as possible, and I mean, no weight to it. The less weight to this thing spinning, the quicker rebuild boost. This is definitely a lot better than what it was before. It's a good thing we picked up that rebuild kit. I thought I could just pull everything out and clean it, but I see now why if you open up one of these things, you want to actually get a rebuild kit, because a lot of these things I actually broke a couple clips. So I'm gonna throw the rest of the turbo together and we can get to assembling and throwing this back into the car. So right now we just got the turbo done. Just got the turbo put together. My dad came out and helped me out with that because I was having issues putting that last C-clamp on for the intake housing. So we put that together, and I still have to put the wastegate on, but let's go ahead, throw that in the car, and so we can figure out all the other vacuum hoses and all the coolant hoses, and we will be able to put everything together. Coolant is the last thing left. Once I get that turbo in, coolant is going to be the last thing that we'll have to do, and the car will be ready to put down on the ground, take for a drive. So I picked up a downpipe, just bought an eBay downpipe. I've got it in the other day, so we're gonna throw that on as well. It's not that heavy, just awkward to grab. I do need the rest of the exhaust. I think I'm going to build the catback. I kind of still want to do it because I need to do the E46s anyways. So I kind of want to buy everything and the bender and everything to have everything so I can make my exhaust. Like I said, I still have to do it for the E46, so might as well buy everything and do it for the WRX. I'm pretty sure this will fit. I mean, this actually goes back quite a bit. I might not have to make all that much exhaust. I'm gonna slap this on really quick, and I think we have a couple studs on the turbo. 1, 2, we have 3 studs on the turbo, so we might just use those studs. I don't have any nuts for them. Actually, yes I do. I think I have still, never mind, yeah I do. I'm gonna use the studs that are on the turbo, and whatever I don't have, I'm just gonna use the hardware that came with the turbo kit. I'm not really sure if it's gonna work, but we'll throw it on and try it, I guess. I still need an O2 sensor. I think this is the secondary O2 sensor, and I have a plug over here for it somewhere. I had 2 plugs for O2 sensor somewhere around here. I'm gonna have to find them. If I find the plugs, I'll probably just plug it. I do have one more hole under the up pipe that is for the exhaust, and I do need to put a plug on that as well. I'm not sure which O2 sensors I need. I'm gonna have to do research and see how many O2 sensors this car has, because like I said, there is a hole on the up pipe and I have no idea what that is. I might have to order an aftermarket up pipe as well, just so I know that what more or less what I have to plug. But I guess for startup and for bleeding the coolant, I guess it's not too bad. We're not gonna get into boost anyways because I'm not really sure if the tune that's currently on the engine, on the ECU, is good for whatever we did to the engine. It's nothing crazy, but still, downpipe and really no exhaust, and I'm not sure if this is a good intercooler to run. So up until I get a decent tune on the car, we're not gonna beat on it. I just want to start it and get it to start and bleed all the coolant, make sure that we don't have any leaks anywhere for oil or coolant, and make sure everything's plugged in right. That's really what I'm shooting for today. Okay, I think I got everything done. Still got to do the coolant stuff. I still got to bleed it. Everything that has to go with coolant, I think it has a plug on it. It's going somewhere. If I don't and I forgot something under the intercooler, I'm gonna hate getting down there because the intercooler was not easy to put in at all. There's probably a lot easier way to get it off, but I could not figure it out, so I just put it on piece by piece, and it was not fun at all. So hopefully I don't have to deal with that again, and I got everything under the intercooler taken care of. I am missing the mounts for the intercooler, but I think it's fine. It looks sturdy. I don't think it's going anywhere. It's not that heavy anyways. Let's start bleeding the coolant system. I think I'm going to start with water. I think if I do it with water, we do have a little bit of coolant still in the engine, but it's not too bad to where if it spills, it'll make a mess. But if I go with coolant and I'm missing something, I'm going to make a complete mess, and coolant is not very good to spill into the environment. Yeah, I'm gonna use water, and hopefully I did not forget anything. So I gotta find the keys to this car. It's not leaking. I put water in it and it's not leaking. I think we got everything. I honestly have no idea where the key to this car is. Huh, I guess I lost the key. I gotta go find the key. We're gonna start her and see if we have any leaks anywhere. Once the water's running, we'll have a better idea if it's leaking anywhere, but right now we don't have any leaks anywhere. Got the key, it was inside. I'm going to grab the jump starter out of the 46. So just like the Honda, I'm just gonna start it with this thing, and then it should idle on its own power. You just gotta make sure I connect the right thing to the right one. Ooh, it's almost dead. Let's see if it does it. Nope, it's too dead. Alright, so I decided to flip the 46 around, running my jumper cables all the way to the battery terminals. We should be clear this time. Ooh, okay. As expected, our start did not run very well, so I suspected that it was this vacuum hose that's right here. So I put some duct tape on it and basically restricted the airflow from that vacuum. That's just a temporary fix. We'll definitely put a proper cap on that, but I just want to see if that's actually the issue as of why our idle was so rough. I think that's going to be our issue, why our idle was so bad, but now that it should be sucking air from the actual intake, it should be reading proper airflow through and into the engine. Alright, so we did get a code for the O2 sensor, and I think I plugged that in. Let's give her a shot again to see if it runs any better. dumbass forgot to tighten down the manifold earlier, and that's where we were getting our leak from. She sounds healthy though, like really. Doesn't seem like we're leaking from anywhere. Good shit. I'm gonna clear the codes on the ECU and see if maybe all the codes go away. We did have a couple that did catch my attention. I forgot what they were, but I'm gonna clear everything and see what comes back. What's up guys? So it's the next day. I stayed up late last night trying to figure this car out. I stayed up till like 11. I think it's good. I think it's finally good. I couldn't drive it last night. I can't drive it. I unplugged the jumper cables and it died. So I checked the alternator. The alternator is not working properly. It is charging just like 10 volts, I think it'd be, something like that. I know it has to be at like 14 and it's only charging at 10. So yeah, the alternator is shot. I gotta get an alternator. I'm looking for one online. I'm looking for one to see if anybody has one on the Facebook market, or maybe order one on eBay. The car sounds fine. The car sounds like it's idling fine now. It sounds like it's gonna run really well. And the only other thing that I need other than the alternator and battery is really the rest of the exhaust. And like I said, I kind of want to build my own exhaust, but if I can find one for a good deal, I'll probably just slap that on so I don't have to do the work, because right now it's raining, it's cold, it's still cold up here in Idaho. So I don't really like to work in the cold, but when it comes to things like this where I just know that I gotta get it done, I need the workspace. I really do need the workspace. I need this car out of the workspace. So that's why I kind of get myself together sometimes and say, let's go work on the car. But it sucks working outside in the cold. Eventually I do want to get a shop. Like, I mean, that's gonna happen one day. I'm gonna get a shop, or at least a garage to work in. I stayed up so late because I was bleeding the coolant system. I could not get that coolant system to bleed. The heater wouldn't work for a while, but I think I finally got it. I'm excited. I'm actually excited now again to actually be able to drive it. After having it sitting for roughly a month, I'm excited to get it up and driving again. I really didn't want to end the video like this. I really wanted to go on a drive, but I have not been very frequent uploading. I apologize because I've been working and I have not been able to work on the cars. So this for right now does need a lot more work. It still needs a lot more work. And but for right now, engine wise and drivability wise, I think we're good. I think from here forward is just going to be messing with the little things that it's missing. A couple vacuum hoses that I still need to find a plug for. We are going to be wrapping this car. I think we're going to wrap the car. I might paint it. There's a lot of wrap on this car still, so I've got a lot of wrap to peel so that we can actually get into either painting it or wrapping it. So if you guys have any suggestions for colors, let me know down in the comments section below, because I might just pick your guys' colors. I'm thinking about just going black because it's the most simplest color. I think this car could definitely look good in like a red or something, but I don't know. Like I said, I haven't really decided on what color to go with, but I told you guys last video that this video would get a start. I'd get a start for you guys in this video, and we slapped everything together in this video. Everything should be on the car now. It should be drivable. Like I said, I still not sure. I have not driven it, so I can't tell you guys. I wanted to end this video with a drive, but I can't. And I mean, but I really want to upload for you guys. We still have a lot to do. We still have a lot of work on this car to do. I'm still kind of amazed with the fact that we got this far with this car. I did not expect the Subaru this year, and so to actually swap an engine, get it running and everything, I mean, it still amazes me. And I mean, I'm amazed that I got it done. I mean, it's a car that I've never worked on, so I'm amazed I got it done. But that's all I got for you guys today. Like I said, I didn't really want to end the video like this, but I do want to keep uploading for you guys. I don't want to wait very long on videos. I'm gonna end the video here. If you guys want to see more content, you guys know what you gotta do. Go down, hit that subscribe. If you guys like the video, go down and hit that like button for me. It helps me out a lot. Go down and comment. Like I said, I don't know what color I'm gonna wrap the car, so go down and let me know what color you guys want to see the car. If you got anything else to say, go down and let me know in the comments. Again, any suggestions, any help. I mean, I'm still new to the platform, so anything helps. Thank you guys for making it to the end, and I'll see you in the next one.